my name is Jenna and today I'm doing the Taylor Swift book tag. I have my Taylor Swift shirt on for the occasion. I am a huge fan of Taylor Swift and I was not around on BookTube when this book tag originated, so you'll just know I'm bringing it back now. It really depresses me, okay? There's no songs from the Taylor Swift album on here. Like, what gives, guys? That album was really good. Like, the original album. I think my favourite song on that one would be Mary's song. Like, oh my, my, my. I love that song. Anyway, so we're going to be doing the Taylor Swift book tag. So there are 10 questions, each of which are related to a song from one of Taylor's albums. Nothing from 1989 or Reputation or Taylor Swift, which is a little bit sad. So if someone wants to make like an updated Taylor Swift book tag, you'll know I'll be there for that. So we're just gonna get started on the books, well, the questions that we've got here. So, question number 1. Pick a book or book series that you were pretty sure you were in love with but then wanted to break up with. The Fairy Walker trilogy by Jenna Black. So I read Glimmerglass, which is the first book in the trilogy, all the way back when this book first came out. 2009. Alright, so that's, oh wow, that is almost 10 years ago. Wow, alright, let's not think about that for a second. But yes, I read this book all the way back then. I was in a massive fairy kick and it was a really good book and I hadn't read a lot of young adult fiction at the time. So I was really into it. I was like, oh my god, yes, this is like the best book ever. I'm in love with it. I love it so much. I'm gonna have to buy all the rest of them. So I bought the rest of the books and then they sat on my shelf for the longest time and I finally read them last year. And oh my goodness, not a good series. Alright, just it wasn't. It wasn't a particularly bad series, but I've definitely read better series before in my life. So I kind of wanted to break up with them. I was so close to not finishing the series, but it had been on my shelf for so long. I was like, no, I'm doing it. And see, I would unhaul them, but I have like a phobia of unhauling books because you never know, once you've unhauled them, like you might want them back. So I'm a hoarder. That's a real problem. I'm trying to work through that. But basically, yeah, if I could, I would break up with these books. I think I pretty much did because I talk crap about them all the time. Woo! Question number 2. Pick a book with a red cover. Okay, so I thought I was doing like okay for books that, like I thought I was doing okay for red book covers. Turns out I'm not, but like as I'm filming I keep looking around and finding more, so apparently I'm doing better than I thought I was. So I'm just going to show you a bunch of books that have red covers because I don't really want to choose between them. Ballad for a Mad Girl by Vicky Wakefield. Will Grayson by John Green and David Leviathan. Simon vs. Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertelli. Return to the Island of the Lost by Melissa Dela Cruz. The Book of Lies by James Maloney. Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan. Wow, how could I not remember Rick Riordan's name? The Naughtiest Girl Again by Enid Blyton. This Mortal Coil by Emily Savada. And now my floor just looks like a pile of red because I just have lots of red covers on the floor, which is kind of cool and creepy looking. But yeah, apparently I have more red covers than I originally thought that I did, but still not a lot. So I feel like I should fix that. I have some red spines, like you got the diabolic there, but I'm pretty sure the book itself is actually white. So I could not include it. It's like, same one over here. Valentine, red spine, white cover. What gives, people? What gives? Question number 3. I just went on here to find the song for question number 3 and a SpongeBob SquarePants song came on. And now back to regularly scheduled programming. Pick a book that makes you feel nostalgic. I have 2 full boxes of books that make me feel nostalgic because it's all the books that I read when I was a kid. It's like all my Babysitter's Club, Babysitter's Little Sister, no, what's that called? So Babysitter's Club, Baby Sister's Little Sister, so it's like the Karen books, all my Enid Blyton stuff. There's basically just a bunch of books that I read as a kid. A lot of them are from my mum, so that's why like they're so nostalgic. But my ultimate like nostalgia trip is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Mainly because this is the first big girl novel that I read on my own. It's a fairly, well, okay. This copy's fairly thick, but obviously the copy that I read was much thinner, but it was a huge book for someone. I think I was only 5 or 6 when I read it, and that's a novel that I read on my own for the first time. So one of the first novels I ever read. We read it together as a family for the first time on a trip across the Nullarbor, so I just have a lot of memories associated with this book and with this series, so definitely I have to say that if I want a nostalgia trip, I will read Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Question number 4. Pick a book with a forbidden love. Just like a sidetrack here. I love that song. I think it's one of my top favorite Taylor Swift songs, mainly because it's the one that got her internationally recognized. So I didn't know about her with the first album, but then Love Story came out and it was like, oh my goodness, who is this Taylor Swift person? And I fell in love with her from there. So, but the book that I have to show you. Did a lot of thinking about this one, and for some reason the only thing that kept popping up into my head was Mortal Instruments, because I'm currently rereading them and the whole like Clary Jace thing, but just no. So instead I picked Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. So this book is a time travel novel, and Etta Spencer goes back in time and she falls in love with someone who, in the time that she goes back to, she really shouldn't have fallen in love with, because it is kind of a forbidden love. And I think it's got a really good social commentary, all this sort of thing about race and all that, and I just really loved it because obviously their love is not really forbidden, like that's stupid, but in the time that she goes to, it was forbidden, so it's kind of a forbidden love, but it also is pretty much them going, we love each other and we're gonna do it anyway, so yeah. Well, that was creepy. Just gonna go and check what that was. I'm pretty sure a bird smashed into the window, but like I'm not sure. Either way, that was creepy, and I'd rather not repeat it. Question number 5.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now. Put me to places I've never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground.
Pick a book with a bad character you couldn't help but love. Look, I'm not saying that Sebastian is a good guy, because he's not, but I'm also not saying that I don't love him, because I do. I can't help it. I don't know what it is about Sebastian. Is it his like charismatic nature? I don't know. Some people blame it on the TV show, because Will Tudor, oh my god, he's so good. But no, I loved Sebastian before the TV show even became a thing, so like, I don't know why, but I do. He's not someone that you should love, yet I can't help it. So yeah, my bad. Question number 6.
It's alright, just wait and see ya. String of lights are still bright to me. Oh, who you are is not where you've been. You're still an innocent.
Pick a book that someone ruined the ending for. Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. You may be asking, Jenna, who ruined Clockwork Princess for you? The answer is Jenna. I ruined this book for myself. In my defense, okay, I had kind of fallen out of the reading game when high school finished. So I had kind of fallen out of the reading game. I did not know that Fallen Angels and Lost Souls were a thing. I didn't know this series was a thing. So when I found out about the second lot of the Mortal Instruments books, City, Fallen Angels, Lost Souls, and Heavenly Fire, I read them because I found out about the first two, then I bought like Heavenly Fire straight away and I read it. So reading Heavenly Fire, a lot of spoilers for this series. A lot of spoilers, so kind of know how this book ends now, which is, you know, fantastic. So that's the big reason I've never bothered to read this, because I know what happens, because I spoiled myself by reading City of Heavenly Fire. So now I know that if Cassandra Clare ever decides to like publish a series of books at the same time, you have to read them at the same time, or else you get spoiled for early books. So yeah, my bad. Question number 7. Pick a character from a book who goes through extensive character development. Alex from If I Tell You by Alicia Tuckerman. Alex starts this book as this girl who is terrified to tell the world who she really is, and through meeting new characters and having new experiences, she undergoes such extensive character development that she is basically someone not completely different by the end of the book, but she is who she is supposed to be by the end of the book, and I love that so much. Oh man, this book is just, sorry, I'm just having some flashbacks from reading this. This book is traumatic. It definitely definitely shows Alex really going on this incredible journey from being afraid to tell the world who she really is to standing up and embracing it and just being herself. And I think that's something really special, and she definitely goes through a lot of changes and character development throughout this novel. Pick your most anticipated book release. At the moment I'm gonna go with A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J Maas because I need more recent favorite in my life. I have kind of a lot of books on my anticipated TBR at the moment, but this is the first one that kind of came up and is the one that I am probably most anticipating out of all of them. Like, I'm excited for all those books, but this one I'm really looking forward to. I would say A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is what, Akafas? I don't know if I like that. Wow, I got really off track for a second. Question number 9. Pick your favorite book couple. Clace from the Mortal Instruments. Okay, no, just kidding. Malik from the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I don't know if they're my favorite book couple like of all time or if it's just because I'm rereading this series at the moment, but I love Malik with all my heart. They are the cutest. Magnus and Alec are just the best characters. Their relationship is so healthy-ish. Yeah, I'm gonna go with healthy-ish as my adjective there, but I love them so much. Just another side note, season 3, that Malik trailer. Guys, I need season 3 of Shadowhunters right now, please. And question number 10. Pick the book you would least like to lend out for fear of missing it too much. All of them? I've had some like real horror stories in the past of lending books out, but if I had to pick a book or book series, I would pick the original Harry Potter books that I've got because they're pretty special and very damaged. Like, oh my god, you should see, they all have like yellow pages, especially the first 4 are the paperback ones. They literally have yellow pages. I think the 4th one has incredible water damage, like it's ridiculous. And the first one is just, you know, it's just so special. I couldn't hand it out to anybody, especially since I actually did hand out my original copy of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows and never got it back. So the copy that I have is technically the second copy, which is why it doesn't look as well read and well loved as the rest of them. So can't remember who I lent it out to, but whoever I did, you are dead to me. So there you go, that was my Taylor Swift book tag. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below your answer to any of these questions. I would absolutely love to know. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye.